everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's study. This is Debasmita again back with you with the new chapter of science, that is chapter 2, Microorganisms, Friend or Foe. So in this chapter we will learn about what are microorganisms, usefulness of microorganisms, harmfulness of microorganisms. Means through the name of the chapter you can understand that microorganisms are sometimes friends to us and sometimes enemies to us. So let's begin. How are they friends and how are they enemies? But before entering to the chapter, let us know what are the topics that we will learn in this chapter. So the topics in this chapter, first of all we will learn what are microorganisms, as the chapter name suggests. Then we will learn the types of microorganisms or the classification of microorganisms. Then we will learn where do these microorganisms live. We live in our houses, so where do the microorganisms live? Number 4, usefulness of them, means how they are friends to us. Number 5, harmfulness of them. Number 6, food preservation. And number 7 is nitrogen cycle. Yes, it is quite big chapter and a lengthy chapter. So in this video we will learn about what are the microorganisms, classifications of microorganisms, and where do they live, and usefulness of them a bit. So this is a basic introductory video of this chapter. So let's begin. So, microorganisms, what are those? Those organisms which are very small to be seen with the naked or unaided eyes are called microorganisms. And these microorganisms can be only seen through microscope or magnifying glass. So, how we can define it? We can define in this manner. Those organisms which are very small to be seen with the naked or unaided eyes and can only be seen through microscope or magnifying glass are called microorganisms. Now the next question that arises in our mind is that where do they live? Like we are having our homes, we are living in our homes. Plants are living in forests, animals in jungles. But where do these microorganisms live? These microorganisms live everywhere. Everywhere these microorganisms live. They are not having any particular place. They can live or survive in all conditions, ranging from icy cold temperature to scorching heat temperature. In all the places these microorganisms can survive. And even these microorganisms live in our body also. You know that very well. These microorganisms live in our body also. And they are quite useful to us. They are not harmful to us when they are in our body. Next, let us know what is the classification of microorganisms. Means what are the types of microorganisms. So first of all we will learn about bacteria. Bacteria is one of the type of microorganisms. Number 2 is fungi is the second one. Number 3 is algae and number 4 is protozoa. Among these 4 classifications, first 3 microorganisms are very useful to us. Besides they are harmful also, but they are also useful to us. But protozoa is not at all useful to us. They are only harmful to us and they are causing many diseases also. That we will learn later in this chapter. Now the question comes virus. So many of you, the mistake you do is that you are mixing these microorganisms in with virus. Means you're including viruses in the category of microorganisms. But let me tell you, these viruses are not at all microorganisms. They are different from microorganisms, but these are microbes. So microbes are all the very small objects that we see around us that are called microbes. So microbes, how can we differentiate between microbes and microorganisms? Microbes are the small things that we see around us that are called microbes, but microorganisms are the living organisms. So viruses are not microorganisms. Why? Let us know that. They are non-living when they are in atmosphere, because they are non-living when they are moving in the atmosphere. When they are present in air or atmosphere, they are non-living. But they become living when comes in contact with any host organism. So they will become living organisms. Means they are non-living when they are in atmosphere. But when they enters our body or comes in contact with any humans or animal or any other host organism, it becomes living. And these are not useful to us but only harmful for us. These microorganisms, these viruses are not at all useful, but they are very harmful. They are causing many diseases. And the biggest example is now, that is coronavirus, COVID-19. It is also a virus and it's very dangerous, that you all know. Now let's move to the next. Now let us know about bacteria. So bacteria comes in the category of microorganisms. So we will know what are the types of bacteria. So there are 4 types of bacteria. I have written the shapes and their examples. So comma-shaped bacteria is the first type of bacteria. And for example, we can take Vibrio cholerae, which causes cholera. Number 2, spherical shaped bacteria. Example, we can take Streptococcus. Number 3 is rod-shaped bacteria. For example, Lactobacillus. And number 4 is spiral-shaped bacteria. For example, Spiralium minus. You can take any other example. There are a lot of examples for each category. And here is the slide for you. Here is a picture for you where the classification is shown in more detailed way. So you can go through this picture. Now comes the usefulness of microorganisms. In this video, as I have told earlier, it's just an introductory video. We will not discuss all of them in details. In the next video, we will discuss them in details. Here, we will only learn about these microorganisms, how they are useful, and the things, how they are useful, the ways in which they are useful. First of all, it helps in the formation of curd from milk. Means you know that milks are from the milk only we are obtaining the curd. So how it is happening? It is happening for the microorganisms. They are helping in the formation of curd from milk. Number 2 is that it is used in the production of bread and pastries. We are having bread and pastries, we all know. And these are made of microorganisms. Microorganisms help in the production of bread and pastries. Number 3 is that they are helpful in medicinal purposes. How? They are helping us in the preparation of antibiotics, in the production of antibiotics. Means they are helping us in the production of many medicines and vaccines. We will learn about them in detail in the coming video. Number 4 is that they are used to increase the soil fertility. They are used to increase the soil fertility. Means that is, we know that soil fertility is very important for the growth of plants. So they are also helping in that by decomposing the dead organisms. They are releasing humus to the soil that increases the fertility of the soil. And number 5 is that microorganisms help in the production of alcohol. It is used in the commercial production of alcohol. So these are the 5 things I have mentioned here. Rather than these 5, there are more and more usefulness of microorganisms. And in the coming video, we will discuss all of them in details. So today up to this, If you like my video, click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Share this video with your friends and families. Thank you.